Good evening. Tonight's top story, everything is awful.
Look, I know I'm damaged as hell. I have trust issues. I need constant reassurance. And it takes a while for me to open my heart up. But if there's one thing you should know...
No chunky fit check today. This is just a message for my other perimenopausal hormonal ladies. I see you and I feel you. This is not for the faint of heart. If you're gonna be a woman, you gotta be tough. Can I get an amen?
Oh my god, you're single? You're too cute to be single. You're too cute to be single. I fucking know. I'm trying.
Okay, so how come, like, when you're single and dating and talking to someone, why is Elton John Christmas music playing? Anyway, why do they always ask, what are you looking for? Also, I spill iced coffee. Please don't mind that stain. I'm looking for a husband. I'm old. I'm 41. I'm obviously looking for a husband.
So where's your boyfriend tonight?
He's not my boyfriend anymore.
Why not?
Didn't want to be.
Idiot.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you here, Mike. Given your track record, your options are going to be extremely limited.
People take one look at me and go, ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre. They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
You didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was, would you date a single mother? Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair.
Okay, so that makes zero sense. Dating a single mother versus being raised by a single mother isn't the same thing. And if I'm raised by a single mother, I have a better understanding of what a single mother's life entails. Therefore, I wouldn't want to date one due to the fact that I was raised by one. Her making a correlation between being raised by one and dating one makes zero sense because he didn't date his mother.
Just because it's a cycle I wanted to continue?
Why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
Well, ma'am, he just answered your question because he doesn't want to repeat a dysfunctional cycle.
You were raised by a single mother.
Yes. And
Is your mother still alive?
I struggled. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggled.
Okay, so your word, I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
See, this is really sad. The typical woman, no matter who she is, how she looks, she's going to say, well, I'm not going to settle. But in this situation, this woman is looking at him like, so you're saying you're not going to settle for a single mother? That's what he said. So what's the problem? He does not want to settle for a single mother, just like a woman wouldn't want to settle for a broke dude or another type of dude. What is the problem?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive.
Exactly. This is sort of a dating show. And if a fat man came up to the door, the woman would be like, I don't want to settle for that fat man. But if a fat woman came to the door and he turns around and says the same thing, he might get kicked off the whole show. The man and any other man has the right to say, I don't want a single mother. What is wrong with you ladies?
As you see from these videos, we're going to review the thoughts of a clueless single mom who acts like she's the prize, who's trying to convince men that they should date her. So today's article is written on a website called The Good Men Project, a feminist website with a slogan, the conversation no one else is having. And like always, it's wrong, because feminists constantly try to tell men what to do or how to be more simp in the guise of being a quote-unquote good guy or better man or real man. These females always think they're the ones who are doing something when they're just like every other basic bitch. And the title is A Feminist Man's Guide to Dating a Single Mom. Some of the best potential life partners you'll ever meet are trying to juggle the dating scene while raising kids. Here's a single mom's advice for winning their hearts. If what the author says is true, then why is she still single? Why hasn't a man figured out that she was the best partner they'd ever had? The author's name is Raina Dele. I don't even want to try to pronounce her name, she's not important enough. And her profile bio says she's a Chief Compassionate Officer. She's a corporate business coach, speaker, writer, and management consultant who is dedicated to bringing compassion into the workplace. She approaches business with a warm heart towards people, creativity, and the process, and with a cold eye on the bottom line. Raina has over 27 years with Fortune 500 companies where she was a creative operations management executive. Prior to that, Raina was an art director and graphic designer. Raina is also the visionary and director of a documentary called Spinster Babe. Basically, she was given some made-up corporate positions so that the company can check off the diversity box and show they pay women just as much as men. This whole compassion in the workforce is a touchy-feely program which probably makes the actual productive workers in the company's job much harder. But enough of that, let's get balls deep into this article. Let's see if she can convince us why we should be part of a single mom's trash life. It starts off, dating a single mom can be fun, freeing, and fraught with stumbling blocks. Stop. Smashing and dashing single moms is fun because these are the same females who rejected you in their prime for the players. Then you just have to make sure the condom doesn't slip off. Other than that, there's nothing fun about cucking yourself to get a single mom's used child having stretched out box. But fraught with stumbling blocks sounds like it's an argument against what this feminist is trying to prove. Already, not even in the first paragraph, the very first sentence, and she already failed at trying to convince us why we should date a single mom. That must be a new record for these feminist writers.
Listen, I'm seeing a lot of older women out here claiming they want a good man. Now, these are women who are in their late 30s, 40s. They're out here saying how bad they want a good man and what a good man at. Knowing good and well when they were in their 20s, early 20s, they were not looking for good men. They were looking for street thugs, gangsters, the dudes with the swag. You wanted the attention and you wanted to have fun. And nobody prioritized a good man then. There were probably good men all around, but they didn't want a good man. That man was too nice. He was too straight-laced. He was not what you wanted. Now, all of a sudden, you're 30, 40. You ain't got no man. Now, you want a good man. I'm just saying.
Continuing. Here's a quick guide to avoiding some basic dating missteps I've encountered on the road to finding love and friendship as a single mom. I do give a few negative examples, but only to emphasize how wonderful it is when a feminist man arrives and meets me where I am. A feminist man is a simp, and she admits to friend-zoning these males when she includes friendship.
Yeah, no, men suck. Kill all men. We're horrible. Stay away from us. You deserve better, ladies.
Back to the article. Ask her out. Here's how. Want to go out? She loves hearing those words. Why not be clear that you're interested in getting to know her? It's so charming. Don't let her wonder what this call is about. She wouldn't be staying on the phone if she weren't interested in getting to know you. How about no? Most men already don't want to ask out childless women out, so why would they ask out a downgrade? Why don't single moms ask out the men on dates? I thought feminists like this author believes in equality.
Dealing with single moms is never really a very good idea. It's generally thought of as low-hanging fruit. Guys only consider options like this, which would be considered terrible options in most men's estimation, when they don't have better options.
Continuing. When a man dances around to getting together, I get weary. It's okay if you don't want to, truly. But why do you keep calling me, building up to it, and then racing off the phone? It's confusing and that's uncomfortable. Make it easy for me to relax into our call. Well, that's because he doesn't want to. Otherwise, he would have taken the initiative already. It's like a poor person seeing a cooked steak in the trash. He doesn't want to eat it, but he has no choice, either eat that or starve. That's what it's like dating a single mother to most sane men. Beggars can't be choosers. Yep, these single moms act like they're in the catbird seat, choosing from all the top guys. Which is the definition of delusion.
men not understanding what it means to be a single mom.
Men don't need to understand what it's like to be a single mom because men don't need to empathize with your decisions that you made in your life. The truth is, nobody has to understand you. It's your job to communicate to people what your lifestyle is. And if they understand you, great. If they don't, that's just what it is. I am tired of people feeling like you need to understand me. You sound like a 15-year-old arguing with your parents. What I respectfully do understand is that you liked a guy at some point. Maybe he wasn't a good fit for you, but you still liked him anyway because you led with your emotions rather than logic. You got intimate with him and you didn't use protection, which is a choice, by the way. And it's also a choice to use 40 types of contraception, him pulling out, so on and so forth. But you kept the baby. And now you respectfully have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Men don't need to understand this. And I do think that everyone should take everyone on creative dates. But one thing that's realistic is that those guys are going to go for the girl that does not have kids, that's going to stay a little bit later, that has a more free schedule, and that's going to settle for the dinner and drinks, rather than you that's putting the bar up higher when you're dealing with consequences of your actions.
Back into the article. Offer to come to her neighborhood. And do it right at the beginning of the date request. Make it easy for her. She either pays a babysitter or she asks a friend, sister, or neighbor to babysit. Less travel time for her saves her some money and or guilt. It also means she can get home faster, should she need to. This means she's fully present with you and not watching the clock every 30 minutes. So far, this bed wench, deadbeat single mom, is making a great case why men shouldn't date single because they have responsibilities, like taking care of another human being or many human beings. Yet these single moms still want to date like they're in their early 20s, childless. It's called being responsible, bed wenches.
This is why a lot of men will pass on single mothers because they don't want to be disrespected in their own house. And at the end of the day, that child is not his. And now he's dealing with another man's mess, another man's problem. And maybe that's an insensitive way to talk about children, but I'm sorry, that's how men see it. And this is just a whole headache that a lot of guys don't want to sign up for or sign up for without realizing what they're signing up for.
Continuing with the article. I want to meet you. I want to know you. I may even want to sleep with you. Show me that you're aware of the demands in my life and that you want to accommodate me. It goes a long way. Translation, she wants a simp. And she dangles the bedroom fund to get free relationship benefits.
How many guys do you have in your friend zone?
Approximately 3.
All right. Sarah?
Probably like 10 or 11.
10 or 11. The guys go out the way for y'all. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Yeah, they go out the way for y'all. Y'all could easily hit up a and he'll send you 40 for cash out. All y'all can get 40 right now. Matter of fact, we about to try it. Sarah, get your phone. I'm going to tell you what to do, but after that, you're going to text him like, JK, I was on a podcast. I'll send the 40 right back to you. Call him. Let's see.
All right, let's call this one.
Yes, Sarah, how are you?
Good, how are you? I got a quick favor. I was wondering...
That's why you calling me. I thought you missed me.
Of course, you know I miss you. Is there any way I could get like $80 from you?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Can I sell it to you?
That's 400. That's 400.
Could you do 100? And then I'll explain later?
Yeah, but Zelle is fine because I don't have cash.
Okay. All right, thank you.
So go ahead. Call him.
Hello? I need to ask you something. Can you send me 100?
On Zelle?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
How long you been your friend for?
Like a year or 2.
Had him in friend zone?
Yeah.
And you know he went the box?
And he probably do, but he's like a loser. Oh, I don't.
He like a what? Go ahead.
I
Say the
forgot
L
we're
word.
on the podcast. No. Hey, there's certain
He a loser.
No,
That's what you just said.
no.
Nigga, you watching this right now? She said you're a loser. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas in the friend zone, bro. They don't respect y'all. They do not respect.
Back to the article. Ask in advance. She needs to get a babysitter. This requires at least a week and a half, if not 2 weeks. The good babysitters get booked way in advance. She'll cancel on you rather than leave her child with an unknown entity. I'm guessing you wouldn't respect a woman who puts dating you above her child's well-being, so don't make her choose. I've canceled, and it's been easy because the man who doesn't consider my needs is showing me just that. Does this 304 knows she's making a case why it's not worth dating a single mom? Also, she's acting like men's time isn't as valuable. This is indicative to how being with a single mother really is, because you, the man, in terms of her priority, is behind the kids, the dog, the cat, the goldfish, and honestly, even the ex. Because 9 out of 10 times, she's not with the ex because the ex doesn't want to be with her. The ex was the chatter Tyrone who got her for free while you have to pay full price.
I came out of a 3-year relationship with a single mother. The thing about single moms is you're going to end up with double, triple, quadruple the heartbreak. And when you spend time playing Halo with little Timmy and zeroing the scope in on the BB gun of Billy, when she goes, they go too. You'll never see them again. It's also very easy for them to end the relationship and just, slide into the next relationship. They have questionable judgment skills. You'll never be a priority. Save yourself for somebody else that has the capacity and the time. They think the world is going to revolve around her and her kids. She's emotionally unavailable. Kids will work against you. They're not intentionally trying to do this, but even your presence in that relationship, you're pissing on the flame of reconciliation between the two parents. They have a distorted self-image. All you have to do is go on any dating app. See single moms in there, they think they're a 10 when they're like a 6. They don't take a lot of ownership for the mistakes that happen in their life. And it's 100% investment with 0% ROI. You don't get anything back invested in some other man's children. I'm in my 40s. My mom still mothers me.
Back to the article. Be flexible. There's not a ton of downtime for a single mom. She wants to see you. She wants to do it soon. And she has a lot to juggle. The "she doesn't make time for me" complaint may not apply here. Consider how present she is when you're together before you throw out the baby with the bathwater. Or you can just date a childless woman in her 20s who has all the free time and not worry about kids getting neglected. Skipping. Show commitment to the evening. Skip the "we'll figure it out as we get closer." Figure it out right now. That way she knows where, what time, whether you're picking her up or meeting her somewhere, and what she should wear. She wants to look fabulous. It doesn't mean you are getting married that night. It means you respect her time and are fully interested in seeing her that evening. So far, this is all about the single mom as if they're the great catch out there. Notice there are no articles trying to convince men why they should date young, hot, childless women in their prime. Matter of fact, why aren't there a bunch of articles about single dads trying to convince women to date them?
I am so tired of being a mom. I swear to fucking God, do not do it. It is the worst fucking goddamn idea, to ever fucking exist. Being a mom is not it. God!
Continuing. When a man says, "we'll figure it out," I don't even try to get a sitter. I know he'll cancel for some unknown reason or call the day off and say, "Where are we going?" I'm not your drinking buddy. I'm a potential life partner. It's disrespectful any way you look at it. The best way to make sure he doesn't cancel is to give him his soft guy era. Pay for the date, pick him up from the house, treat him like a king, because after all, that's what single moms are qualified for, if they're looking for more than a one-night stand.
Because everyone was giving you attention in high school. I wasn't the best looking. And now you 40, 50, 60 pounds heavier with 3, 4 kids, 6 different baby daddies. Okay. And you think you want to come into my life? I'm living good. I'm spending money on what I want to spend on. You got no money because you have to spend money on 5 kids? Yeah, all right. What you got to say about that?
Continuing with the article. Keep her safe. It's a statistical fact that women are in more danger of grape than men. So if she doesn't want to walk to the restaurant, hail a cab. Both ways, or choose a restaurant where she can park close to the entrance or meet her there. Parking lots are terrifying to women, for good reason. Invest in her feeling safe with you. She may be a feisty, independent dynamo, but that doesn't mean she isn't looking to you to consider her safety. Maybe the single moms should have considered this before they divorced the kid's father for the divorce robbery and child support slavery. Hell, if the kid's father was still there, the single mom would be safe and wouldn't have to worry about trying to find a man.
We are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts. That's
It's a
100% fact, yeah.
If you take 2-parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts, the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of our
You are 100%
people, right? So these are facts. You sit this on the table. Here go the fact. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back. I gotta laugh when I say this because, the females get so mad. But
Continuing. A man berated me endlessly on our first date about my discomfort with walking to a restaurant. Never saw him again. This is just a lazy and entitled person. Safety is her excuse to be chauffeured to and from the date. That's all. If she was really concerned about safety, she'd be armed. Continuing with the article. Assume you're paying. Remember that babysitter? That's $15 an hour ticking away at her bank account, or a karmic debt that's going to come due someday. This is not a guilt trip, it's a fact of life for the single mother. She is most definitely not complaining or asking for pity. Au contraire, awareness and consideration, those are the gifts you can give. You may even look at it as splitting the cost of the evening. She takes care of babysitting and you take care of the evening event. How is her kid the man's problem? That's her kid. Not the man's fault she decided to become single and has to deal with the consequences of that. Also, I thought this was a feminist blog. Where's the equality? Why isn't she advocating to go Dutch at least? Well, we know the answer. It's like clockwork. Feminists are strong and independent until the bill comes.
Oh, are you a feminist?
Yes,
oh,
absolutely.
Good. Me too.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Absolutely. All the time for me.
Oh, no, I won't pay half for dinner.
You won't pay half for dinner? No. Oh, I don't think I would do that either, but I don't think that doesn't make me a feminist. I think that makes me just like, I feel like I know what I'm worth. And I had to pay for the makeup to get ready. That's my contribution.
Looking hot.
Yeah, I looked hot. Like, I looked good. My outfit was good.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You get to enjoy, it's dinner and a show, basically.
Back into the article. A man I was dating for a while offered to help with the babysitting as he often cooked for me at his home. I refused his generosity, but I was touched deeply. Sounds like a beta male, and she made the right choice for once. Good on her for not being that desperate.
This is why women always cheat on good men. Guys, women cheat on good men because that's not who they want. Women want a strong bad boy that has some kind of emotional intelligence. She doesn't want the nice guy that buys her flowers. She doesn't want the guy that puts her on a pedestal. No matter how much she says so, she wants a man that she has to chase. Bad boys, she has to chase. Bad boys, she has to earn his validation. What they say they want and what they're hardwired to want are two different things. Yes, they want you to shower them with attention and flowers and so and so, but that actually turns them off and they don't even know why, because it's not a sign of strength. A sign of strength is a man who doesn't just give a woman his attention and validation so easily. And as much as women want to deny that, they're more attracted to that man that makes them earn it.
Continuing with the article. Be honest. She can handle it if you don't feel it. There have been many times when she didn't feel it either. We can't control whom we love or like, but the never calling again thing? Wimpy. Okay, sometimes it's so clear there's no chemistry, there's no need to follow up, but if you can see she's feeling it, be kind. Tell her there's no future. Sounds like she's getting tired of getting ghosted, especially after a one-night stand. Women do this all the time in their younger years. Ghost men like they're a real ghost, even minutes before the date and at random. Why? Because they usually find a better man or a better deal, as in more relationship benefits from another man she's also talking to. These females take the highest bidder, so when they can't do that and finally get a little taste of their own medicine, then it's a problem. Then men ain't shit. Then it's be considerate.
We don't got that many options.
What about-
There's a lot of guys out there just like you guys that don't want to be with us because we are mothers.
Oh.
We are mothers, and we are single mothers.
That wasn't a high
And-
five.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skipping. Chillax. She's not rushing into matrimony to hurry and make babies. She already has her kids. Take your time. Get to know her. She may want to wait a long time to introduce you to her kids. Respect that. It's not personal against you. It's protecting her kids from getting attached to someone who may or may not be part of the family. No sane, normal man wants to meet the bastard kids. He just wants the box. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Your kids are not that special. And the worst part is, they're the biggest victims of the bedwench ways. Continuing. It's creepy when a man pressures me to meet my offspring. I do love when he asks about my child and communicates his interest in meeting someday, but pressure is a warning sign. And this is why women shouldn't be a single mom. Their kids are easier targets for weirdos. Continuing. Well, that's a wrap for the Feminist Man's Guide to Dating a Single Mom. I've dated many feminist men who subscribe to the idea that all people are created equal and that it's important to consider each other's needs, be respectful towards each other, and care for each other in body and heart. That's feminism, and it's beautiful. She's dated these so-called feminist men, but for some reason isn't in a long-term with any of them. I wonder why.
Male feminists are the fucking worst. Most manipulative men that I have met are like very in touch with their feminine side and know exactly how to manipulate feelings, are self-proclaimed feminists and claim to be an ally to like earn your trust. Or worse, they actually buy into their own bullshit because their ego can't handle the fact that they're actually horrible. We all remember the Modern Warrior scandal. He was like a perfect example of everything that women say that they want. Really sensitive, caring, feminist. But in practice, that energy actually translates to someone who is highly manipulative and toxic. You guys can come for me in the comments, but it is very much in a healthy, masculine man's nature to have the impulse to protect and provide for his woman. And the feminist movement really absolves him of that responsibility and gives him like free and easy access to our bodies for virtually nothing.
Or even the Sims did see any value in her. After they finally bust a nut, they dash to the next mom. I thought this whole article is supposed to convince us men that we should choose to date single moms. Instead, this bird brain listed out all the reasons why single moms aren't worth dating. And this is why this deadbeat single mom feminist will be single forever, because no one wants leftovers. This is the MGTOW reality. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.